Each week, the Oakland Police Department will highlight a missing person or an unsolved homicide, and you may have information that we need to help solve the case.
So if you're reporting a person missing in the city of Oakland, you'll generally call the non-emergency dispatch number, and we will send an officer to your home. Now that officer will conduct what's called a preliminary investigation. So what they're going to do during this investigation is they're going to gather all information that they can about the missing person, and they're going to check the area. This is very important. A lot of missing persons cases are solved by the patrol officer who shows up at your door. The only time that you want to call in a missing persons report is when you are out of state or out of the city and the person is missing and his behavior is completely out of the ordinary and you believe this person is in danger. Generally, when a patrol officer comes to the house, they are going to want to know a person's information that you would see on a driver's license. Name, date of birth, address, height, weight, but then they're going to ask other questions that are on the form, and that's for our investigations later. Personal habits, do they drink, do they smoke, what kind of cigarettes do they smoke? There's different things that they're asking for, and that's so that we can use that in our investigation later. Now there are some questions that the officer is going to ask that are on the form, which may be off-taking. They're not accusatory, they're trying to help you. The reason that we ask these questions is we're trying to protect people as much as possible. Some of these questions may include victim of commercial sexual exploitation of minors, and also we're going to ask you for dental and skeletal records. Please don't be offended by that. We are not trying to say that the person is deceased, but we need that authorization ahead of time so that we can gain access to a database that is nationwide. If the person is deceased, we can find out immediately and bring closure to the family. You should file a missing persons report when you believe the person may be in danger. That's the reason for the police involvement for missing persons. We are not private investigators. We are not going to locate loved ones that have fallen out of touch. The reason for the police to be involved is to protect that person. No, you do not. As a matter of fact, the sooner the better so that we can start our preliminary investigation. Generally, no. The case has to meet specific criteria that is governed by the Highway Patrol. So the California Highway Patrol has very specific criteria in which a case will be distributed to the public, and those can be found on our website. Privacy laws protect adults, so the answer to that is no. The only exception to that is a juvenile. If it's a juvenile missing person, the parent or guardian will be notified. Absolutely. Most of our missing persons cases are solved before they're even reported, and a welfare check is the first place that you want to start. Well, staff from the missing persons unit, when they begin a case, will contact the reporting party. However, if you have information before they contact you, if they have not gotten to your case yet, feel free to call us at 510-238-3641, and we will get that information to your investigator. Due to privacy laws, missing persons cases are open investigations, so real-time updates are not allowed. However, constant communication is encouraged between the investigator and the reporting party if any new leads arise. Well, this depends. There's a process to be followed with the banks, and this should be discussed with your investigator who can lead you step by step what you need to do to post that report. No, the investigator will contact the media once the information has been verified before it's put out to the public. Yes, definitely include pictures and different angles of the person, and please make sure that there are no social media filters or anything that's interfering with the person's face for the officers to be able to recognize the missing person. Yes, you can distribute your own flyers. However, discuss with your investigator how to do this. Do not put any personal information on that flyer, and what we do suggest is that you dedicate a website or a email specifically to the missing person so that all the information is going to one spot. Yes, you can post on social media. However, please discuss it with your investigator. They will tell you the best ways to post on social media that will protect both you and the missing person and the most efficient way to get the information. There are different classifications for missing persons. There's a voluntary missing adult, an at-risk missing adult, and that means that they need some type of care or they're in danger. And then anybody under the age of 21 is considered at risk and set as a priority due to their age. Generally, the missing persons investigator will call the reporting party and let them know the person has been located. There are special circumstances, however, where notifications are not made, such as somebody who's deceased. Also, if it's an open investigation, notifications are not made. Yes, if you are in the city of Oakland and you locate your missing person, please call 510-238-3641 and notify the desk officer. We will take that person out of the system and be very happy that you're reunited.